A hurricane's dramatic, real-time destruction. Category 4 Michael shredding the Florida Panhandle today, unfolding under the light of day. Around 12:40 Central Time, Michael making landfall just east of Panama City with 155-mile-per-hour winds. A magnitude not seen on the Florida Panhandle in more than 100 years. Whipping winds, flying debris, roofs ripped off houses, trees uprooted and tangled up.
It's pretty intense out here right now.
And everywhere, coastal water rising, spilling over, flooding. A hurricane so powerful, so destructive, it's the third strongest to ever hit the continental United States. Our ABC News team spread across Michael's path, noting that Michael is like no other.
This now is the strongest as far as winds go, this far north in the Gulf of Mexico since Camille.
The first outer bands began thrashing just after noon Central Time. The winds quickly picking up speed.
I'm not standing outside because I can't, and I won't, because it is just too dangerous. We have seen debris flying, pieces of homes, certainly huge. You can hear it. I mean, just take a listen to that.
Ginger Z's team at the center of the storm in Mexico Beach. Winds so strong, houses blown right off their foundation.
I saw an entire home taken off of its foundation and rolled down the street. That is the type of storm surge we're talking about. My heart is racing.
Ginger's team losing satellite just as the hurricane made landfall.
Some of the most damaging winds set to make landfall imminently. Just the sheer scope of these winds, 150 miles per hour. It's hard to wrap your head around this.
David Muir reporting from Panama City, sharing the sound of the howling winds.
And I just want you to hear what it sounds like standing out here, just the sheer force of this. Listen to this.
Then the hotel where David was broadcasting takes a hit.
It's gonna go, it's gonna go.
The roof collapsing seconds later. Monstrous winds pushing the crew to safety deeper inside the hotel. Guests standing in the hallway, safer there than in their rooms.
You can see the roof of the hotel that we had been standing out there. That was the shelter for a Category 4 hurricane. That has now come down on those SUVs.
Unlike last month's Hurricane Florence that parked over North Carolina, Michael is fast moving, plowing an apocalyptic swath of damage. The scope of the devastation emerging as evening fell tonight. Panama City in tatters.
Everyone's okay?
David checking in on the families riding out the storm in the same hotel. A mother and her children, one of them with autism, their room now flooded.
I didn't expect to have a flooded hotel room.
No.
This is a couple of inches of water.
Yeah, we wasn't expecting it to get this bad, that fast.
Up on the third floor, windows blown out in the room of our ABC News team. And from the highest floor of the hotel.
Those are the streets. On the third floor of the hotel, the window blew in, and you can see that the streets are completely flooded.
In Mexico Beach, the blue house across the street from where Ginger was locked down during the storm, now completely gone.
That is where the house used to be.
So we rode out Hurricane Michael in an interior space that was safe, but now is the first time that it's safe to come out here, and I have to tell you, the home that I saw floating away, to be standing there, it is no longer.
And on the other side of the condo where Ginger was staying,
We'd seen a lot on the front, but seeing all of this damage, more than just snapped trees, so much debris. Where homes were, they are not. They are moved. They are, that one there, off of its foundation, in the middle of a road. Cars everywhere and underwater. It's really wild to see in this raw moments.
Colleen Swab stayed at her home in Panama City Beach with her daughter and mom.
Yeah, we were hiding in the closet, and all I could hear was a lot of wind, and we came out a couple times just to kind of see what was happening, and I had to go upstairs and grab a few things, and I thought the roof was going to come off.
She says Michael spared her and her family.
Well, when we came outside and saw that the trees were down and we saw the fence was down, we just knew that we were very lucky.
I'm in Tallahassee, northeast of the area where Michael made landfall. Here, too, the wind was a big worry. The Myers Park neighborhood was hammered. massive downed trees everywhere. Take a look at this one. It sliced the roof in half, and then just feet away, take a look at the damage done to the neighboring house. Another huge tree right on top of the roof, collapsing on it. And just to give you an idea of the size, take a look. It spans the entire length of the roof, going all the way into the backyard. Michael now barreling towards Georgia as potentially a Category 1 and already making its presence known. The furious winds tossing trees.
Honestly, there was a lot of noise. I mean, we thought the windows were going to break any time.
Tornado warnings are up tonight in Georgia, where they worry they'll see more scenes like this one. Michael continues to weaken as it moves toward the Carolinas, where residents are still reeling from the destruction caused by Hurricane Florence.
This time, we'll be spared the full wrath of the storm, but heavy rain and tropical storm force winds are headed our way.
President Trump debriefed by top FEMA officials in the Oval Office this morning.
We have equipment and teams staged in Maxwell to Atlanta to Orlando, ready to move in.
Then deciding to go ahead with a rally in Pennsylvania.
I want to send our thoughts and prayers of our entire nation to everyone in the path of Hurricane Michael.
Tonight, hundreds of thousands without power, unclear when the lights will go on again.
Our thanks to Victor. We turn now to Sam Champion. Sam, put this storm in perspective for us. What made Michael so powerful?
Well, one of the biggest headlines, Byron, on this storm, on Hurricane Michael, will be the rapid intensification of this system. And it probably has a lot to do with the water temperatures in the Gulf. So we did the math, 4 degrees above normal. And that little spot right there is some of the warmer water in the warmest waters in the Gulf. Watch this eye make landfall. It was strengthening as it did and then held that perfect shape and strength for a while as it moved inland. So now this storm joins the list on third on the list, not just the strongest storms to hit Florida, but the strongest storms to hit the U.S. coast. 1935 Labor Day storm, 1969 Camille, and now Michael. Byron?
Wow. Where's it headed now, Sam?
We still have a lot of time on this storm. So overnight tonight into the day tomorrow, it's still chugging through Georgia into South Carolina, into North Carolina. Look at Richmond, Virginia, going a little bit south of that area, maybe even still as a tropical storm. But the Hurricane Center believes as that circulation moves offshore, it may strengthen again.
Sam Champion, thank you. Always good to see you, my friend.